possibly so long in Korea that we can basically consider him Korean by this point. He is from Team Liquid. He is playing Terran in the Yellow Trunks to the northeast. Let's hear it for Jinro. Jinro, a very popular player. Pretty much everyone. Okay, educate. Right, so I saw him play a matchup against FXO Oz, who, as you will know, pretty damn good Protoss player. And he played probably the same kind of solid macro Terran style that you saw from him about a year ago. But he's tightened up in certain places. He gets highly aggressive with multiple drops, and he is just really well-rounded. He doesn't seem to have a straight-up weakness, and what I'll tell you is really good, his defense. His defense against drops, Warp Prism Harass, and so on and so forth, very, very good indeed. Admittedly, he's not going to be facing up against that this time. Elfie is not known for his Warp Prism Harass, although he has done it from time to time. He's very much into the Death Ball.
Absolutely. I mean, Elfie is a player that is slower than the majority of Protoss players, but that doesn't take away from that initial punch of an army compared to dropping around and warping units at different locations, which is Elfie's style. But if Jinro is able to be faster in terms of APM handling drops while attacking and defending at the same time, that's where his advantage in this best-of-3 series will definitely lie. And so far, Elfie's probe taking a bit of damage from that SCV, but it does see that...
Oh, nice! Jinro ain't mucking about. First blood to Jinro. That was beautiful.
It's like playing a game of Dota. That guy with the yellow health just last hit that.
First blood. Jinro pwns the probe's head for 300 gold.
And Jinro's style, though, the thing is that I'm a little bit worried because obviously I said Jinro has the potential to beat Elfie down. The problem is with Jinro is that he's played so long on the Korean ladder that Elfie's style is pretty different from the Koreans.
Yeah.
And especially the Korean Protoss players that Jinro plays against so regularly. Unless he has specific training for the group, he does live in the OGS house. So they do have the capability to provide him the necessary training for his group here in Finland. So that is obviously the case there. But like you said, macro style coming out from Jinro, one barracks expansion. The standard way to play from here would be to add on the second and third barracks very shortly to make sure that you do have a good amount of units. Or you could grab second, or first and second refinery a little bit earlier if you wanted to tech up.
Yep, that's very true. Nothing really going on as of yet. He's going to put the bunker down, and Jinro is uber safe. For the first 10 minutes, even 15 minutes, definitely uber safe. He's not going to fall to anything early on. He doesn't really fall to cheese. He is well prepared for that kind of stuff. And of course, who can blame him? He plays on the Korean ladder. He's got to be prepared for cheese.
Wow, look at this. He's going to throw down a third command center here. Jinro.
Tell you, man. Macro Terran.
And on the other hand, Elfie's going to 3-gate Robo.
Yeah.
So this looks like he's going to be going for a Warp Prism very shortly and a lot of Zealots. So he's going to be going for this very ultra-aggressive play and going for the third command center. Yeah, it's pretty damn risky, especially against this style. Usually if you add the second and third barracks, you could potentially hold it.
That's 4-gate Warp Prism.
Yeah, he's going to just pure Zealots off this, man, and this is going to be difficult for Jinro to hold because he's only on that one barracks. He doesn't even have the second and third one started until now, as the Warp Prism is on its way.
Yeah, this is stressful, and this is not what Elfie usually does. He's throwing a curveball at people, and that's good, and that's going to certainly affect the style of Jinro here, and Jinro's not well prepared for this at all. He doesn't have any information. A scan would be good at this point, but of course he's playing very macro, and he maybe has the opportunity to scan in a few seconds' time, but if he puts another mule down, then there's going to have no warning of what's coming at him.
No, he's not going to scan. If he scans now, that would be an incredible scan, and even if he did, it's too late. And in comes the Warp Prism now, and he has to control. He can actually lose a lot of SCVs. He has 3 orbital commands, he has a lot of mules, but the problem is the unit count's only at 6-7 Marines now. So as these Zealots and Stalker come in, Jinro is under so much trouble. He's going to have to pull all the SCVs.
Yeah, that's going to be really messy. So many Zealots in there already, and the control of Elfie is not something to mess with. Jinro pulling everything he can off that line, and also, of course, using the SCVs. Nice little lineup there, holding position and protecting the Marines quite nicely. 1 down, 2 down, and lots of economic damage being done here, but more Marines just filing out, and unfortunately, there's another round of Zealots on the way, and oh, the SCVs are melting. He's down to 15 and falling rapidly.
Yeah, Jinro has been pinned up against the wall with basically a build order humongous disadvantage here, but he's managing to hold on.